Across Africa, stories have always carried truth, memory, and mystery. But hidden within many folktales is something deeper, a quiet acknowledgement that identity, love, and spirit are not always fixed. From shapeshifters to tricksters, from ancestor spirits to devoted companions, African folklore contains echoes of queerness woven in metaphor, symbolism, and character, not declared outright, not labeled, but felt. This is Queer Africa, and today we explore queer-coded stories in African folklore, myths, and legends. In many African traditions, the boundaries between forms are thin. Animals become people, people become spirits, spirits become wind, water, shadow, or starlight. In Central Africa, the Mamba Muntu could appear as a man or a woman, or shift between forms effortlessly. This was not trickery, it was a reminder that identity can be vast, flexible, and transformative. A being with many shapes, yet one spirit. Fluidity was sacred. In Yoruba and Fon traditions, the trickster Eshu stands at the crossroads, literally and symbolically. Eshu moves between genders, worlds, personalities, forms. He is playful, unpredictable, and endlessly fluid. In many stories, Eshu appears masculine in one moment, feminine in another, and beyond both in the next. This is not framed as strange, it is framed as powerful. In African storytelling, the non-conforming are often the most spiritually gifted. In tales surrounding the rain queens of southern Africa, ancestral spirits communicate through dreams and visions, sometimes as women, sometimes as men, sometimes as mist or shadow, sometimes as a combination of forms. The message is clear. The spirit world is not confined to earthly categories. Identity flows the way rain does, shifting, returning, transforming. In Dogon cosmology, the Nomo are primordial beings described with both masculine and feminine qualities. They embody duality, harmony, balance, and sacred androgyny. Their existence teaches that creation itself is fluid. Life emerges from unity, not separation. To the Dogon, divine energy was expansive, blended, whole. A soft Ashanti tale speaks of two brothers whose love for each other was described as deeper than the river, whose devotion outlasted kings, and whose spirits walked together long after death. Though framed as brotherhood, the emotional language mirrors deep romantic loyalty. Many African epics include pairs, warriors, hunters, travelers, whose bond is so intense that it transcends social roles. These stories honor love between people of the same gender, not as scandal, but as destiny. In Bantu folklore, the chameleon is a messenger of the gods, a being whose nature is to transform. Its shifting colors symbolize inner truth, personal evolution, and the right to change form without explanation. The chameleon is a reminder that identity is not static, it is responsive, alive, a reflection of emotion, environment, and spirit. African folklore does not speak in modern identity language, it speaks in symbols, archetypes, and spirit logic. But within these stories is a message that queerness is not foreign to African imagination. It has always existed in metaphor, myth, and the shimmering space between worlds, where beings shift form, where loyalty between same-gender companions is sacred, where tricksters break boundaries, where ancestors choose their own embodiment, where creation itself is fluid. These are not new stories, they are reminders of who we once were, and still are. African folklore is full of quiet queerness, coded, symbolic, yet deeply present. In the shapeshifter, in the trickster, in the ancestor, in the devoted companion, in the chameleon who changes when it must. These stories tell us that fluidity is old, transformation is ancestral, queerness is woven into myth, not imposed upon it. In Africa, identity was always expansive, spirit was always in motion, and love, in all its forms, was always honored. This is We Were Always Here, and so were our stories.